I'm Sharon Sala, and I write romantic suspense for the wonderful Mirror Books. Blown Away is a story about what happens to a fictional town in Louisiana called Bordelais. And the story starts when the storm hits. And then each story within the trilogy also starts at that same time. So it's not like a continuation, like book 2 does not take place after book 1. Everything starts from the storm hitting. And in a way, there's a continuation because we have rescue workers and the sheriff, some people like that who are significant within all 3 books. But other than that, the stories are standalone, and then you can read one without being confused, in case somebody would pick up book 2 or book 3 first. And then, so I think that it's unique in that way, and it doesn't affect readers as much as if they needed to start with book 1. When I was a little girl, I read Zane Grey and Edgar Rice Burroughs because I liked the heroes. I didn't read girly stuff. When I was really small, I played with guns and holsters because I liked the cowboys. I didn't play with dolls. And I've realized since I've been writing for a while, that I have drawn from those heroes. The Zane Grey heroes were the men who rode for the brand, who were willing to die for the boss and die for the girl. Heroes that were real people but larger than life, and that's what I've done in my writing career. I've realized is make the kind of men I wish there were in the world. What is the thing that makes people attracted to each other? If I knew the answer to that, I could bottle it and make $1 million. Louisiana, for me, has an amazing history for our United States. It's one of the first places where settlers came. And I like old, not antique. I like old. I like a place where I can feel how the life has come and gone. You've got hundreds of years of spirits and sadness and wars and slavery and all kinds of recovery from wars, and that inhabits a place long after the people who suffered it have gone. And I think that's what drew me to this place, because there was going to be 3 books with a lot of drama and sadness, and I needed geography to be as big a character in the book as the people. Nature has a way of, while it destroys, it also wipes a slate clean sometimes for rebirth and rebuilding. And that's what I needed in these people's lives. And so that's why I let weather be such a strong character in the book, because I needed a clean slate for all 3 of these stories. So we have Blown Away, Torn Apart, and Swept Aside. And I've already been getting some feedback from readers about Swept Aside. They're loving it. They love how everything was tied up. I think the second one, Torn Apart, has probably touched more people. And I knew it would because of the subject matter. It has to do with a child molester and a kidnapping. And when I told my editor what I was going to do with that one, she said, "Oh no, oh please, oh please, oh please, don't have." And I said, "Now you know me better than that. I will make sure it doesn't happen, but it will be scary." And it was. And I've had amazing feedback on it, and how much people talk about how they appreciate me talking about that when so many people want to sweep it under the rug. And I love that through my books I can do that. I love that sometimes I speak for the people who can't speak for themselves anymore. And I never started out intending to do that. It's just the way my stories come. But I'm grateful for it, and I'm very appreciative for all the opportunities I get to talk to people and to talk about writing and to talk about stories, because they touch everybody's life, even the ones who hide them under the bed.